Hello, St. Francis, Father Juan. I am sure you already heard that we are opening the church for you to come to Mass. We're opening for daily Mass on the 25th of May, and on the weekend of the 30th and the 31st, that is Pentecost, the birthday of the church. So this is exciting as we are allowing parishioners to be back to celebrate the sacraments with the community. But in order to keep with the guidelines of social distancing, there is only a number of people we can receive per Mass. For that reason, it is necessary that you reserve a place for you and any member of your family who are attending. Masses in English are at 4 p.m. on Saturday, 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Sunday. If you cannot attend a weekend Mass, please consider attending a daily Mass at 9 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. For any Mass you would like to attend, it is imperative that you register and any member of your family, as I say at the beginning. Also, to make sure you are safe, it is important to notice that to use the use of Mass will be required during the whole time you are here at church. And I know it's going to be a little uncomfortable, but that is a requirement. Most important, it will be necessary to follow the instructions of the ushers or the minister of the hospitality when you arrive at church. That will help to allow to have a respectful and devotion during the liturgies. We are making our very best to sanitize the church before and after every Mass. You are important. Therefore, I will do my best to accomplish that, but I ask you to do the same. Everybody needs to feel safe during the time we celebrate the liturgy. Now, Sister Diane will talk to you about what to do and what not to do about the physical thing. Goodbye.
Now, we're all going to be excited to see each other this weekend when we all come back together for Mass. And of course, the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to run up to each other and hug each other and say, "Oh, it's so good to see you." And that's wonderful, but we can't do it. We have to social distance, and it's for the good and for the health and for the safety of everybody. So in some way, make a sign of something that you acknowledge the other person, and there'll be time for hugging and that type of thing later. But right now, just remember the social distancing, and it's always good to smile. You can always do that. The other thing is wear your mask, please, when you come to Mass. I know that masks are uncomfortable, and I know sometimes they're hot to wear, but they're for the good of everybody. It's really for the good of the other person and the other people that you're sharing the activity you're coming to Mass with. So just remember that we are a pro-life people. We Catholic people are pro-life, and that just doesn't have to do with at the birth, but it also has to do with all through life. So we're looking at the health and safety and well-being of each other. And when we wear a mask, it's really not for us, it's for the other people. So we ask you please to wear your mask from the time that you enter the church until the time that you leave.
When you come to Mass on the 30th and 31st, we're going to ask you to park in the Narthex parking lot because you will be entering and exiting only through these doors. All the other doors will be locked. You're going to take your family and you're going to check in at this table with the 2 volunteers that will be here. We'll have a 3rd volunteer lining up people to make sure there's social distancing outside. You will then enter the doors, one family at a time or one person at a time, to the hand sanitizing station. Each person will get hand sanitizer, rub it in, and then you will go to your usher and where your assigned seats are on either the right or left side of the church. During communion, an usher will come to your row and your family will exit. The usher will then squirt hand sanitizer into each person's hand. On your way to communion, you can rub the hand sanitizer in and then go directly back to your seat. There is red tape on the floor going to and from communion to maintain correct social distancing. At the end of Mass, each family will be dismissed one at a time. The usher will come to your row and let you know that it's your turn to exit through the doors that you came in. If you do not feel comfortable coming to Mass at this time, we would like to remind you that dispensation has been extended to June 28th. We will still be live streaming a English and Spanish Mass on Saturday at 4 p.m. in English and Saturday night at 7 p.m. in Spanish. You can watch these live streams on our Facebook community page or from our YouTube link. Before you and your family come to Mass, we ask that you ask yourself and your family members a couple questions. Do you have a fever? Are you not feeling well? Have you been around anybody that's tested positive for COVID? There is some more questions on the Sign Up Genius page that we ask that you ask you and your family members before you come to make sure everyone stays safe and healthy during this time.
So I am looking forward to seeing you. Please visit our website to RSVP a place. There's still some places available. As you can imagine, there will be time you will not be able to attend. So consider again attending daily Mass. For all of this to be effective, we need a lot of volunteers every Mass. So consider being a volunteer so that way we can help parishioners to enter the church, to sanitize their hands, etc. We're going to put a guideline or a list of things that every minister is going to do. God bless you, and I am so happy to welcome back to St. Francis. Stay safe. God bless you.